Hello class, today we will review The Elements of a Story by Mrs. Skivias. So we will need a little bit of this knowledge before we start our story, Pete the Cat. Today's agenda: elements of a story, characters, setting, major events, beginning, middle, and end. So we will review each element so we can understand our elements of a story when we read our story. The elements of a story. An element is an essential part of every story. The key elements are characters, setting, and major events in a story. These essential elements keep the story running smoothly and allow the action to develop in a logical way that the reader can follow. Characters. The first of the elements of a story is the characters. Characters are one of the most important elements of a story. The characters are the people or sometimes animals who are featured in a story. Setting. The next of the story elements is the story setting. All stories have a setting. The setting includes the time and place in which the story will be taking place. A setting can take place in a home, a beach, a school, mountains, or etc. Major events. The next of the story elements is the major events of a story. They are the sequence of events that tell the story. We can retell events of a story by a familiar structure: beginning, middle, and end. So when we begin our story, we will retell our story by our major events by the beginning, the middle, and the end. So these are the three major events. Our first one is the beginning. It introduces the characters and sets the scene. Our middle event introduces a complication and tells the story of how it is overcome. And our ending event resolves each character's individual story and provides a sense of closure. So now we are ready to start our story, Pete the Cat.